Hi, this is Quinn with Impeccabilities powered by Kaizink, and today I'm going to show you how to add bleed and cut paths to decals. So I've already got my file open here. This is a vehicle graphic kit. So I'm just going to take one piece of it to show you how to do this. So this is all designed at quarter scale. So everything in here, when we pull it out, we want to make sure we're keeping it the same size. So I'm just going to click and hold Alt on my keyboard and drag this off. So this is the size that we'll create our production file at, and then the large format software will scale it up. So I'm just going to zoom in so I can get closer to this. I'm going to do Control-Shift-G to ungroup this. Since it's got multiple colors in it, you're going to want to work one color at a time. And I'm going to group these just so that we can start working with these. So what you want to do is we can see that we're in this just standard black swatch right here. So we know that's what we're going to add for the bleed. So you're going to click into stroke, and this is a wrap, so we're going to use cut wrap. If it was calendared vinyl, we would use cut decal. But since this is cast, cut wrap, and so that'll add our cut path. Then you're going to do Control-C, Control-Shift-V to paste it in place. And then where this stroke is, we're just going to change that to black. Then you're going to click into stroke, and you're just going to bump this up to 4. And then you're going to do Control-Shift-Left bracket, and that will move it to the back. So you can see we've added that bleed that extends outside of the graphic, and we've also added that cut path. So we'll do the same thing for the blue. We've got these. We want to check our color. We can see that we're assigned to this swatch here, and so we'll use that one for our bleed. But we're going to start with our cut path, and then Control-C, Control-Shift-V. Now we can change this stroke to the blue, and we'll bump it up to 4. Now we'll send it to the back with Control-Shift-Left bracket. And so now we've got our bleed and our cut lines for all of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to group it together with Control-G. We're going to go to our artboard tool, and we're just going to click on it until we've got an artboard. So now we can come over to our name, and this is the name of our proof. So we're just going to copy this and put it in here and replace the different information. So this piece was from the back of the vehicle, so we're only going to print and cut one of these. The sides are the same size on the graphics, so those we can tell that we want to do 2 instead of having to set up 2 separate files. So this first number is how many is it going to print. So our copy for this is 1. We're already set to 400% for our quarter scale. This number right here is rotation, and so that one we're not going to touch, and everything else in there is already set. And then from here, what we're going to want to do is we're going to export for screen, so you're going to hit F1, and we're going to deselect the proof, and we're going to pick everything else. We're going to take our JPEG off so that we're only exporting PDFs, and we're going to change our file from this work file to the production file in that same order. Going to hit export artboards. Okay, so now that those files are done exporting, we're going to open our folder, and we can see that they're all in there. We're going to go into our work folder, and we're going to copy the JPEG proof of the latest revision, and we're also going to put that in the production files so that production has a proof to print for the installer. And then from there, we're going to come over here to our core bridge order, and we're going to change our product status to in production. And now you've exported vehicle graphics.